generosity and her acceptance of everyone really, and I think that spirit of generosity just sort of permeates and it kind of leaks out to other people in many ways. And she's introduced me to two things: the peace movement, which I'm very involved with even today, and then she also introduced me to Quakerism as well, her and Simon actually. So Simon introduced me to Quakerism with Emily, and that's kind of how we've ended up here today really, under Pendle Hill, obviously synonymous with George Fox and Quakers. So but would you agree with her generosity and spirit of...
It was amazing. That's never ever changed. She's very caring. And the first thing she will say when you arrive is, I always say, how are you? And she'll say, I'm okay, how are you? And it really is really interesting. And actually there's me and Jane and Marta, who are like the main parents, who we say we should be playing out because it's the complex. Seriously, we're having sort of different times. She's like, talk to her, and she's just stays so comfortable.
Hey, this is Rafi, Emily's grandson.
Hiya.
Lucy, Emily's daughter.
Hi.
And Sam, Emily's son.
Emily's always been a real pattern to others in her generosity, the way she reaches out to people, and that's kind of coming back in spades in this really difficult time in her life. Long may it continue. You know, occasions like this really illustrate it. So it's, I think, yeah, in that way, Emily's faith and this kind of adventure are very much come together today.
So you on the top shoulder, Jack? I've got under the back. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got head.
That's it. Yeah. Slide back. Yeah.
Where's Tina gone?
Okay, on the shoulder. Yeah.
Don't laugh then.
Ready? Ready? Yes. Lift. We shuffle bum back now.
Well, we can get some.
Well, I say, do you want a pillow there in a minute?
Round back.
I'm going to invest in a couple of these. When Simon's driving, like yesterday, we need these on. Here we go.
Might going up the big one at Blackpool.
So Emily and me and my family often used to go up lovely hills and mountains together on walking holidays, and we've had lots of great times with her. So this is really lovely that we can share it another time today. So it's fantastic, yeah. Had a great day.
Ready? Round back. And away. Go.
Well done, Mum, on getting carried up a mountain.
yeah.
You've done very well to sit in that seat for 10 minutes.
Oh, it took longer than 10 minutes.
Well done, Mum. You've done a great job getting us all together. Not many people out there in a wheelchair can manage to get a whole
Mountain rescue team.
to persuade them to take them up there.
She's very good at inspiring people and getting
Yeah.
everybody together and being positive.
Yeah, and fingers crossed, you're more famous than Rob Burridge after this. That's what we're going for, really. Number one MND celebrity.
Can you believe it? Actually, here we actually all got here.
We keep trying to make more adventures to look forward to, because she's determined to make the most of every day of life, and I think that's the only way, well, certainly the best way to approach having a progressive terminal illness like motor neuron disease. And we've been lucky to have many wonderful experiences like this in enhanced by, you know, being able to share them with so many other people.
Nice, that's the other way.
Ever since we got Mum's diagnosis, I've been constantly in awe of Mum's courage, grace and vulnerability in facing this huge challenge presented to her by this horrific disease. She has given us so much in amongst the terror, the panic and the grief and the stress of coping with this disease on a daily basis. We've had so many moments of joy and laughter and connection, and she has helped us all to come to terms with it, in particular by creating this incredible community around her. In her willingness to continue to have adventures and get out there, she's challenged all of us to embrace this situation and adapt and find ways to make things work, and I think it just brought us all together, and she's been an incredible support, so thank you, Mum.
And the other way.
Well, I just want to say what an inspiration Emily is. You know, she's dealing with a really, really difficult situation, and she's absolutely grabbed life by both hands, as she always has done. She's not let it change, and so this is just one example of the amazing things she's done even since she's been dependent on a wheelchair. She's an incredible woman.
Happy. All four down.
This is also an incredible place where I've never been before. To be amongst so many of Emily's family and friends, it's a wonderful experience. Emily, you are such an inspiration to everybody who knows you. You and Simon are incredible. So keep going for it.
Quickly.
I've known Emily and Simon for like 30 years. I have a daughter the same age as Lucy. So for 20 years we lived in the same community, same Quaker community, and actually we lived a couple of streets away from each other, and we did lots together, and we went on holidays and things like that. So I know them all quite well. And I'm just in awe of Emily, really. She is doing so brilliantly against fearsome odds, but all her inner qualities, Emily, you're drawing on them and living your life as best you can despite the impediments of this awful disease. And all respect to you, dear girl, for still smiling and laughing and being creative and sharing your love with the world. You are a magnificent person. You were very dear to us when Jenny was dying, very attentive, and I hope that watching her descent into severe ill health and early death is something of an inspiration to you. But you're going your way and doing it, as I said, magnificently. So just all power to you, lady. All power to your fabulous family, to Simon and Lucy and Sam and everybody else. Take care of each other. Love you, babe.
Oh, look at that. That is the business, isn't it? That is the business. Oh, sorry. Hello, nice to see you.
Funky sunglasses.
Oh yeah, I love your sunglasses. They're great.
Very cool.
Oh, look at those sunglasses.
Never thought you would. Now, get up here again. Yeah, you did it, Em. Didn't you?
I'm not in charge of this. We're all here because of you, aren't we? I never would have done this without Emily. You know, sort of.
We would only do it for you.
Yeah, no one else.
The only person I would sit in 7 hours of traffic.
Bill made it.
You doing all right, Mum?
Emily Gaines. How's it going? You made it, girl, you made it.
Amazing, isn't it, that we've got here?
Come and stand behind my picture of you.
It is amazing, isn't it? I know, we pulled it off then, we pulled it off.
Hang on.
We met one another on a kind of mountaineering hill walking thing with scouts and guides, and I kind of knew Tina then, but not so well, because you were friends with my sister, weren't you?
I was best friends with your sister.
But we don't. Best friend. Well, we are kind of best friends most of the time. But she's become Emily's best friend, which is really.
He's my better friend.
I know, that was the thing, wasn't it?
Actually, you don't know that, do you?
No, I don't. No, I get a bit jealous of this because Tina and Emily are now best friends, and I've kind of been squeezed out of this a little bit. But anyway, we kind of roll with it.
The reason we're here is because Emily and I are Quakers, a number of other Quakers here with us today. But we did this climb 2.5 years ago when Emily was really fit and active, and she dragged me up kicking and screaming against my will. It was only actually a few months after that things started to become apparent that things weren't right, and in June 2020 we got the diagnosis. But Emily was really, this was an idea really that came out of nowhere in a way, and Paul and all of you have done fantastic. You know, we're so grateful for all the help that you've given us to make it happen. Emily's quite fond of, we're quite fond of some of the quotations that George Fox, the inspiring things that he said. And one of them was about an ocean of darkness being overcome by an ocean of light. And it certainly did feel like an ocean of darkness when we got the diagnosis. But the ocean of light has really been the way that people have responded because of Emily's, the light that she's brought to so many people's lives. And people have responded to that by bringing so much, and making things like this happen. So that means a huge amount to us. And I just want to invite you to kind of, maybe gather around in a circle with Emily and just kind of have a few moments of quiet to kind of reflect on how brilliant it is that we've got together and made this happen.
Been a team effort really, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for making this happen, particularly at the moment for Pete and the mountain rescue team. Exemplary really, and without you this wouldn't have happened, so thank you so much. It's been in the making since a bit of a harebrained scheme. Simon, Emily, Moss and Deb and myself, one or two other people around a dinner table in Berkhamsted 6 months ago, was it now? Must be. And we had this bit of a harebrained scheme. What do you think about getting up to Pendle? None of us thought it was going to be possible. Well, Simon did though. Anyway, it's come off and it's brilliant, isn't it? Thank you.
All these adventures. These are happy tears.
Oh yeah.
It's what we call a nice cry, isn't it? A nice cry. A bit humpy here.
Straight along there.
And you made it. You got us all up here, so you're still in charge, all right? Because there's people here who wouldn't be up here.
Do you want to swap out?
Take over. You sure? I don't mind. Got an army of volunteers.
Far off, and I want the glory.
Yeah.
Right now, I've got the plimp.
Whoa!
Check it out.
Right, breathing probably.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, lift onto the top.
Onto the top, then.
You're all right, baby.
That's the way to do it. Okay. Everybody around then?
Yeah.
All right, Mum.
Another rapid.
Everyone, sorry everyone, would everyone mind getting out?
We've got to pose again.
Take a picture with Emily and the summit on our own.
And then we'll turn you round.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's just better, actually.
Yeah, but there's people in the way there.
Can you just reach out and touch it, then?
Wow, yeah.
Should we turn you round? Seats over there.
Oh yeah, there.
See that big lump in the foreground?
Straight ahead.
Just to the left of
Behind
that
it.
first log.
To the left.
I'm trying it on the other way.
It's very accessible, this floor, isn't it? Sort out.
You can play, yeah. You can play, yeah. It's not level again. You can do that in the Lake District. You know, people play in the Lake District. Parts are not tarmac.
Oh yeah.
About 24 years ago we went to stay with Paul and Jean in their house near Pendle, and I just had quite a big ankle operation, and you encouraged me to go walking to the top of the hill and we met up the top, and it was a fantastic moment for me. So today you did the same thing, because I've had a bit more problems with my ankle, and so I just want to say thanks for this wonderful day out. It's been brilliant.
You look so cozy.
Are we ready?
Next stop in Nevis.
Forward, 2, 3, twist. Under the arm. And dance. Go forwards. Back. Forwards. Back. Under the arm. Dance. Go. Under the arm.
So I think this is an incredible event and opportunity for us to do this with Emily. She last came here before she was ill 2.5 years ago, and now she's galvanised all of these people who are all family and friends and supporters to come up with her and really share this with her. And it's been, you know, for her such a journey over the last 2.5 years. She's been so brave and so incredible, and she's brought so many people together. There's been so many good things alongside obviously the obvious diagnosis of her illness, but she's an amazing person, and I'm her sister, and I'm very honoured.
Emily is my sister-in-law. She's married to my brother, and she used to absolutely love climbing hills and mountains, and she was like a mountain goat. She was always at the front. So in some ways it's a really sad day that she can't walk with us and talk with us, but because of Mountain Rescue, they're great teamwork, they've managed to put her in this little bulldozer buggy with caterpillar tracks, and so she's made it today. So I want to say thank you to the Mountain Rescue team and to all the people who've organised it and come here today. Everybody here today, Emily means a lot to every single person here, and she's brought us all together today. We wouldn't be here without Emily, so Emily brought us here. Thank you, Emily. Thank you.
Last time.
I think it's been really quite an uplifting experience. The fact that it happened at all, and the fact that so many people were mobilised because of how much they cared about Emily, loved Emily, were willing to go the extra mile, pull out all the stops, and get it to happen.
Do you remember? Is this the way you came? This track? Oh my God! Really? Whoa! Did you go up and down this way? Down? But you actually remember this?
Thank you so much for allowing me to come on this weekend. Not only has it been an amazing experience and I've loved getting to know all your friends and family, but I just want to thank you. You've been such a support to me over the last couple of years, and I know that I've helped you, but I think you've helped me more, so I can't really say much more at the moment except thank you with all my love. Thank you.
I'm useless. I can't get it at all. I've lost the touch.
What was the buggy like?
She said it was quite uncomfortable in that. No, she couldn't move. But you know, it was safe. We couldn't have got her up any other way.
Uncomfortable.
Go! And back. Side. Start. And back. Side. And back. Basket.
You want a little sleep?
You've got to finish your white wine spritzer first.
Yeah, we'll be here all bloody night with that. Do you want a bit more?
Maybe if I stick it in the syringe, it'll go down a bit quicker.
I'll put it in through the back.
Promenade. Get ready. Go. And back. Side. And back. Start. And back. Side. And back. You've got the idea. Basket.
Have a great night.
Side.
Lovely to see you. Yeah.
Everyone. Promenade. Here we go. Side.
Oh, hello, hi there. So you're a friend from the Quakers, I believe?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I would like to say thank you to all the mountain rescue team for giving us such a wonderful day, and also Paul and Darwin, who have done so much work to make this happen, but most of all my family and friends who have come a long way to support me. So please raise a glass.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emily.
Happy 60th birthday, Em.
Yeah, a bit late.
Pendle House. Do you remember all those discos?
Just to say thank you so much for inviting us this weekend. Had a great time. I hope you have too. Yeah, I
Also to say thank you, Emily. We've had a wonderful time and I'm full of cake. I'm very happy.
Number Number 1, 2, 3, clap. 2, do-si-do. Middle round. Get ready, here we go, into the middle. And again. Number 2's this time. And 1. Do-si-do. Okay, here we go. And again. 1, 2. Find a new partner. Okay, into the middle. Find a new partner. Okay, in we go. And again. 1, 2. Find a new partner. Back in the circle. In we go. 2, 1. Find a new partner. Back in a circle. In we go. And again. 2, 1. Find your original partner.